Good Friday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this December 11th. It's finally Friday. Woohoo! The weekend is here. Oh, my goodness. We're getting so close to Christmas. We are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days away. 14 days away from Christmas. And then 21 days from the new year. We haven't even been talking about the new year because it's like everybody's talking about Christmas, but then a week later, it's 2016. Incredible. Just mind-blowing that we have arrived at this point. It just doesn't seem like we should be at this point. And I think the weather has a lot to do with that because it's been, warmer than last December. Last December, we had already had a couple of snows, light snows, and colder air. This year, it's the trend is different. It's not global warming. It's not, whatever you want to, classify that. It's just a pattern change, and that is why we're running warmer this year than we did last year. But as you know, that will soon change. In fact, looking on to about a week away from now, we do see a change to much colder conditions here. So enjoy this weekend because we're talking about record high temperatures, possibly even record low temperatures, but not in the way you're thinking. We're talking about some of the warmest record low temperatures for this time of the year. Let me give you a rundown. Shane came up with some interesting statistics. He's our statistical, it's early in the morning, statistical observations here as far as where we could go with some of these records. Like on Saturday, tomorrow, for instance, we're forecasting a high of 73 degrees. That would break the old record of 68 set in 1972. Now, for Saturday evening or Saturday early morning, either way, but within that 24-hour period, the overnight low for the warmest record low would be 58 in 1929, and we're calling for a low of 60. So that record could be broken as well. Then for Sunday, the record high is 76. We're calling for 73. Now, that one is sort of in question, but the record warm low, or the warmest record low for Sunday night, is 62, set in 1927. We're calling for 60 again. So very easily on Saturday, we could break a record high. And then some of those other numbers are in question with the warm air coming in for the weekend. It's going to be mainly warm and windy, not just breezy, but windy, as the southerly winds kick in today about 12 to 24 miles per hour, maybe a gust to 30. Same goes for Saturday, but Sunday, as our cold front comes in with a good chance of rain and thunderstorms by Sunday night, southwest winds 20 to 30, gusting to 40 or higher in some cases. So it is going to be quite a windy weekend, but a warm one. Well, let's check on the numbers from yesterday, and we can say that yesterday was a bust. And by that, I mean we forecast a high of 66, but the fog took so long to break off here and dissipate. And then high clouds and some mid-level clouds came in, and that obscured the sun even longer. We just did not have enough daylight to warm things up. It was too late in the day, but it made for a beautiful sunset last night when the sun did finally pop out. So we only made it up to 58. 58 was our high temperature officially at the Bowling Green Airport, and that happened just before midnight last night, the warmest temperature of the entire day. 49 now is the new average high temperature. 49. We've dropped another degree. So we were still, though, 9 degrees above average for a high temperature yesterday, despite the fog and the cloud cover. 38 was our low, 30 the average, so we were 8 degrees above average there. 1 year ago, we had a high of 45 and a low of 36 back in 2014. And despite all the clouds yesterday, no rainfall officially at the Bowling Green Airport. Now, we've picked up a little bit of light drizzle this morning, and primarily that's what you're going to see today. Just some patchy drizzle, maybe a chance of a light rain shower, but the chance is only around 20%. Otherwise, it's just going to be a cloudy, breezy day with occasional patchy drizzle. 68, south winds at 12 to 24. Tonight, just a 20% chance we could see a chance of light rain or drizzle. Otherwise, continued cloudy, breezy, a low of 60. So we're not going to move all that much in temperature. 68 today, 60 tonight. And then we shoot all the way up to 73, which, as I mentioned, could be a new record high temperature for December 12th, tomorrow. It'll be a mix of sun and clouds and windy, breezy and windy, south winds 14 to 28, maybe 30 plus in some cases, especially during the afternoon and evening. And it now looks like much of Sunday will be dry. Our cold front will be moving in, but it's kind of slowed down a bit. So we're going to call for mainly cloudy, windy, and warm again for Sunday with a high back to 73, which would just be short of the record. But if we get a lot more sunshine, we could actually, teeter with breaking that or getting close to that record high of 76 as we get a few degrees warmer. It does look like now it's going to be Sunday night before the rain and thunderstorms move in. But we are calling now for a 100% chance of showers and thunderstorms Sunday night. Some of those could be gusty. Some of those could be strong. I don't really foresee any severe weather. Much of the severe weather is going to be southwest of us. Places like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama is under a risk of severe weather. I don't think we'll see that here. Instability factors will be low, but there's a lot of dynamics with this system, as I explained the other day. Lots of wind dynamics here, but there's not a lot of surface instability or surface heating that is going to go on because it'll be occurring at nighttime. There could be a strong storm or two out of this. We'll just see, but heavy rainfall certainly likely as you sleep overnight, Sunday night into Monday morning, and you may hear some rumbles of thunder, see some flashes of lightning, and the winds are really going to whip around. Southwest winds 20 to 30 up to 40 miles per hour during the middle of the night. So I'm sure I'm going to get some social media posts and stuff about, hey, it sure is making a noise out there. Is it, what's going on? What's happening? And it's really just a lot of wind. So that front will pass through, but we're not going to see a change as we usually do. I mean, it'll be somewhat cooler, but still running well above average for this time of the year, even on Monday. A 40% chance of morning showers on Monday, then partly cloudy. Cooler with a high of 58. But again, that's still running almost 10 degrees above average. Tuesday, mostly sunny, 62. Wednesday, we'll see the next system moving in with a 30% chance of showers and around 60. But that front is more of a colder Canadian air mass type of front, and that one is going to cool us down. By Thursday of next week, some morning showers, then clearing with a high of 50, and the winds more out of the northwest as colder air begins to move in. More December-like air moving in for a week from, yesterday, Thursday next week. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the podcast. God bless you as always, and thank you so much for listening. Know the weather before it knows you. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com. Later today, 11 a.m. for midday. Then it's the Chris Allen Radio Show. Classic hits, Sam 100.7 from 3 until 7 this afternoon.